And I'm letting everybody in, okay?
Yes, here we
Fabulous.
are.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy holidays. Great to have you all here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to get started here in just a moment.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. Here we are in the
Yay. In the holiday spirit. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining us live in the Zoom room, if you'd like to put in the chat where you are coming from. And let me know when you're ready to start. I should probably put the opening screen up here, and then I will take it off once we get started here. Cool. All right.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to go live as usual, like 15, 20, 30 times before it clicks, technically.
I think with 2027 coming, technical things will be even more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, let me know when we are live. And in the meantime, welcome, welcome, welcome from the Netherlands, Juna, and welcome Jim from Tennessee. Welcome Saranda from the Netherlands as well. Beautiful. If you are here and would like to share where you are from, we'd love to hear where you are from here. Yay. All right, I think we're going to get started here momentarily.
Oh, yeah.
Just waiting for the go ahead that we are live on Facebook. Well, we have a lot of Dutchies in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
I think we're live.
We are live. Excellent. Beautiful. Well, hello, hello, and welcome everyone to the International Human Design Festival and Immersion. This is the Voices of the Festival. My name is Karen Sherwood, and I am your host, and we have a treat for you today. In the holiday spirit, we're taking a look at awakening the spirit and remembering the intelligence behind it all. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is great to have each and every one of you here today. Again, we're in the midst of the holiday season, so happy holidays to everyone. And we are all, our entire team is wishing each and every one of you a joyous couple weeks as we bring 2025 to a close. So, today we have a wide open topic, and we have five incredible guests that will add their perspective to the awakening the spirit, remembering the intelligence behind it all. So each speaker will have their own take on the holidays, on the solstice, on, for example, trait 55 or Gate 55, the abundance of spirit. Will also maybe the changing times, moving into the era of the individual or the sleeping phoenix, and about the magic and the beauty of our individual designs. So, what I would like to do first is just very quickly introduce our guests. And for each of the guests, because we have quite a panel today, if you could just say a very, very brief hello and just let us know where you're broadcasting from today so we can connect to each of you and connect to your voices. And then we will dive in. So let's start with Rachel. So Rachel is our beautiful 4-6 reflector evaluator who will be both live and online. And during the live event, she's also going to be offering reflector sessions to mirror your true design back to you. So welcome, welcome, Rachel. And if you just want to say a quick hello and where you're broadcasting from.
Hi, thanks very much. Yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah, I'm in the UK, so good to see everybody, and thanks for coming.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person. So looking forward to the event. And let's go now to Darshana. Darshana is our amazing 3-5 projector, our advisor. She's also going to be speaking live at the festival. She is a teacher and mentor with over 20 years of experience with this knowledge. So, Darshana, I would love for you to say hello and where you're broadcasting from.
Hi, everyone. I am broadcasting from Copenhagen, Denmark. So a California girl transplanted away from the sun and into the chilly lands of the north.
I love it. Welcome. And it's so great to have you here, Darshana. Beautiful. And let's go to Nathalie. Nathalie is our 5-1 builder generator. Nathalie and I, she's going to be speaking both in person and online. And Nathalie and I have worked together for over 10 years, and we've never met each other in person, and we get to meet each other in person in Sofia. So, Nathalie, please introduce yourself. Say hello and where you're broadcasting from.
Hello from the Netherlands, one of the Dutchies, and I'm very happy to be here. And yes, really looking forward to meet you, especially you live, since we've been collaborating for so long online. And so happy to see many of you again, and all the new people, and of course online as well. If you're not able to meet us all live, really happy to be here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, welcome, Nathalie. And let's go to Jim. Jim is our 5-1 projector, and again has an analyst, LYD guide, Rave ABC teacher, and you are going to be speaking online. So Jim, introduce yourself, or just say hello. There we go. Say hello, and then where you're broadcasting from.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. Well, hi, everyone. It's good to be here. I'm Jim Tarrant, and I'm coming to you from Tasmania, Australia, this fine sunrise moment down here. But nice to greet you all in the evening over there. So hi, good to be here.
Beautiful. Well, welcome and great to have you join us. And let's go to Ioan. Ioan is our amazing 3-5 projector, joining us again with his passion and wisdom for human design and VG5. And he will be speaking both in person and online. So say hello, Ioan, and then where you are broadcasting from.
Hello, hello. I'm broadcasting from Bucharest, Romania. Nice to see you all again.
Yay, beautiful. Welcome, welcome, Ioan. And is Therese here as well?
She will be joining us soon, I think.
Okay, she will be joining us in a bit. She is our wonderful 5-1 projector advisor, and again, she'll be speaking on Variable on day 3 of the online festival, and we'll be excited to hear from her as well. Well, beautiful. It is so great to connect to each of you. And before we jump in and get started, I want to introduce and hear from our incredible, incredible event organizers. I want you to know they have really put their heart and soul in making this festival amazing, transformational, and exciting, and a one-of-a-kind experience. So I would love to hear from both Veronica and Lucretia. So let's start with Veronica.
Hi. I'm just doing all the spotlights. So yeah. Hi everybody. Ho ho ho. Happy holidays. With us, we're deeply dived into bringing this event to reality, and we are so excited. It's really approaching fast, and we will be so happy to meet you guys live, or if you cannot come join us live in Sofia in the beautiful 4-star spa hotel we have organized. You can always join us online from the comfort of your home. If you want, you can be in your pajamas or whatever, but be with us, and we can share this space together.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Veronica and Lucretia.
And here is Snow White, also known as Lucretia. Hello, guys. I'm really in the highest of spirit at this moment. My heart is full of really lots of joy and happiness and satisfaction of creating this amazing experience, the live festival, the online festival with my partner Veronica, with all of you that are here, and others that are not at this moment here in this webinar with us, but they're also co-creating together. And it's in this collaboration, I really have found a state, a level of spirit unknown to me before. So I'm immensely happy, and can't wait to hear what each of us is going to share today in this multidimensional topic, spirit.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And
I love
thank you
it.
to
Well,
all the teachers and all the volunteers who are co-creating this event with us. Thank you, guys. Without you, it will not become a reality. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you both. And like I said, I just so admire both of you and your dedication and really the heart that you're putting into everything. So, as we start our conversation, for those of you that are here live in our Zoom room, please feel free to ask questions in the comments or the chat. And if we have time, we have many speakers today. If we have time, we'll open it up for questions and comments at the end. But do please feel free to add your voice, if you will, in the comments as well. So let's dive in and get started. So we are going to start with our reflector, our evaluator, to give us kind of a flavor of what this topic is all about. This awakening the spirit and remembering the intelligence behind it all. So Rachel, take it away.
Thank you, Karen. Yeah, so very topical, this awakening spirit, being solstice and Christmas. And, what is it that awakens your spirit? What makes it come alive? What allows you to shine? And, how do we get to that shininess? Because really, you can awaken your own spirit by doing all the right things, but actually it's an allowing the spirit to be awakened within you through aligning with who you really are, the authenticity of who you are, the beauty of who you are. And each of us have that responsibility to own that, to really take ownership of who we are, the beauty of who we are, the uniqueness of who we are. So this is a great time of year to be allowing of that. And also, the question I always ask is what gets in the way, what can stop that? And, there's something about trusting your own sensitivity, because there's a sensitivity in this frequency which it's individual. It's like allowing that trust in yourself and your own sensitivity and trusting your own timing around things. And so I really love the quote from Ra, which is something on the lines of never allow anyone to rip you out of your own time frame. So in human design, is that we always talk about this. It's like, how do you connect and trust with your own timing? And so bringing awareness to what can get in the way of that, where we're getting pulled off, where the mind is trying to trick you and tell you should be this, you should be that, people rushing around at this time of year trying to do too much. And so each moment we have that opportunity to notice and to bring awareness to our actions and our thoughts and just say, hang on a minute, is this true? Is this real? Is this me? Is this the truth of myself? Is this what I really want? And each time we make that decision to be healthy, to be aligned, to be honest with ourselves, then we open the door to that shininess. And that's your gift. That's the gift that you share with the world, is that beauty of the cleanness of your frequency, which is like, it's like magic, the magic of alignment. And when you move around and you interact with people, you're awakening that potentially in others by being correct, by being aligned. We can be that barometer, or we can be the way for others to open to that in themselves. But the greatest gift is actually being that for who you are. It's an exciting time. I mean, I just have to keep remembering myself just not to not do too much. Always, getting
Mm.
pulled off to do too much, see people, this and that, keep having to phone people, say, actually, I've got no energy today. And it's all fine. It all works out in the end. So trusting your own sensitivity, allowing the correctness of your own timing, and being clear. That's what you really want, is that spirit, your own spirit, to shine.
Mm.
How beautiful. What more could we ask for really in life, is to have that. So that's all I wanted to say really about it. So unless anyone's got any questions.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rachel. And I love, our spirit is really the gift, both for ourselves and for others. So, so beautiful and spot on. Let's now move on to Jim. And Jim, I'm curious when we talk about again the awakening of spirit. What does that mean for you?
Well, it's such a huge question and so personal. When I read that sentence, I kind of get stuck on the first word, awakening. My
Mm.
design is defined by only one channel, and it's the channel of awakening. So this question of what that might mean and how I might live that is very present in my life and experience. And then when I'm looking at adding in the question of spirit, well, how do these things support each other? How do these things work together? And awakening, well, I'll start at the top of the mystical circuit. We know awakening is about being ourselves in the moment on some very simple level. What does it mean to be me? Or for each of us, we all have that in the circuitry, whether it's defined or not. What does it mean to love yourself and express that in this moment here as a container for the experience that we're all a part of? And so, well, we know it's rooted in self-love, and we know that the journey of human design is one of accepting and trusting our own process and learning a language, a a set of tools through which we can naturalize the process of no longer interfering with what is happening anyway. We are moving through space and time. We're a part of a mystery that is far beyond anything we can ever truly grasp, but we can be present to it and we can live it. And so the tools of strategy and authority, as we explore what they really mean for ourselves in our own lives, I think are a way to allow the process of waking up to who we are, to what is happening. And in that space, we get to explore the spirit and we get to explore all those other facets of life and the spirit with the highs and lows. Of course, at this time of year, we're looking to celebrate some of the joy and remember some of the joyful things that life has to offer, whatever that may be for each of us, but also remembering that presence through the lows as well is what that journey is really all about, the entire movement. It's a process, and we're learning in our own way to be present to the mystery of life. And to me, this is what the awakening of the spirit is about. And it's so personal. It's not something anyone else can tell you how that should feel or whether you're doing that right or not. But we can share this wonderful language for assisting and translating those tools that can encourage and hopefully empower anybody who's ready and open to them in awakening their own spirit. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to share.
Mm.
Really
Mm.
enjoying being here and happy to hear the rest of the people that are going to speak today and take any questions if there are any. So thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much, Jim. Really, really beautifully said. In that awakening. Thank you so, so very much.
My
Beautiful.
pleasure.
Yes. And let's go to Nathalie.
Yes. a lot of beautiful things are said already, and so yeah, to start off, or what I how do you say, what I also heard others say is awakening the spirit of self, right? And truly being yourself, authentically yourself. And then I'd actually want to go to, remembering the intelligence behind it all. We are not an island, and everything is about connection. So for me, what comes up is Ubuntu, and I don't know exactly the translation, but we are, or I am because we are. And that is actually, what this time of year is all about, what Christmas is all about, what the festival is all about, in sharing, being ourselves, and from that space connecting. And this, the joy and the spirit is lived, I think, in togetherness, to be able to share. Of course, alone I can enjoy my creativity or whatever, but ultimately it is what we bring to the world, and yeah. So for me, it's actually, it all comes down to love, and yeah, and being able to be respected, and respect others in just their true being. And that is what I've done some interviews recently with people that participated in Sophia 2 years ago. And that's what comes up over and over again, to be able to be together in aura with people that actually know design as little or as much as they do, and you can just really be, and with your flaws, or figuring out your authority, or not knowing everything, but that's okay too, and you can ask questions, or you can just also be there. Like if you see someone, and that I had an interview today with a projector that said it was so nice because I felt just tired at the end of the day. And then people were like looking at me like, are you tired? Like knowing that she's a projector, and say, shall I carry this chair for you? And she was like, that's the most joy that I got out of the festival, just being able to be, and to with that learn from the actual interaction between people, designs, the aura connection, and yeah, that spirit. So we're now celebrating Christmas, each on our own in our families, and then we come together in our human design family in this beautiful, beautiful resort this time. And it is truly like a world on its own, and for a little while like a bubble outside of real world, and really, being able to feel what it can be. And I think especially 2026, it is the precipice of what we are going towards, because it will be the only way that we can connect as the tribal glue falls away. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
I love that, Nathalie. I love the Ubuntu, the I am because we are. And I think, like you said, that's really what the festival represents in that connection. Yeah, beautifully, beautifully said. Beautiful. Well, let's go now to Ioan. What is your take on awakening the spirit and remembering the intelligence behind it all?
Yeah, I've been contemplating a bit, this is the quarter of the spirit, actually, right? We are in the last quadrant, and this is about, everything starts with this direction of the spirit, and this direction is individual. But then if you look at the last gate, which is actually the way of the quarter, the way of the quarter is about, it's gate 19, and is about how we approach self-love and how we are all interconnected into what is missing for all of us. and how we accept this interdependence that is there, you know. We don't know what's missing. And this is the way of the spirit, you know, we are all interconnected into this, and applying self-love so that you feel the sensitivity, how you approach the other. I love this line, you know, all the things are interrelated, is apparent and manifested through the action of approach. How do you approach the other? How do you approach, you know, rejection? How do you approach self-love? How do you approach individuality? Now, this is what spirits connects us, right? We are all interconnected. We are all here to love ourselves and accept what we miss so that we can behave in such a way that, you know, it's all about love yourself in interaction, love the world as it is. Yeah, so that's my two pences.
So beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much, Ioan. Wow, very, very powerful. I love this conversation. Let's go. Therese, you have joined us. I don't know if you are ready to speak, but we are just in the conversation of awakening the spirit and remembering the intelligence behind it all. And I'm curious, what does that mean for you?
Well, hello. I think I'm double. I'm sorry. I have to get out of one. I'm in one. How do I get that on? So I'm here only once now. Okay, sorry for that. I'm in London presently at a friend's house. So I also, got the time wrong apparently. So I'm a bit late and I had to find an adapter. So my spirit is the question, is a glass half full, is it half empty? And I feel very abundant actually today, and I'm very happy to be here. And so I've been pondering about the spirit, and I've listened in already a little bit, and such beautiful things have been said already. I mean, it's hard to even add anything. So a spirit has, of course, different ways of approaching, of seeing it. And one of it is gate 55, which I have dormant in my solar plexus. And it's one of my learning themes about whenever I'm emotionally triggered and it comes on, to learn to not be afraid of it, of the spirit, of the individual kind of being in the mood or not, seeing the abundance or seeing it empty. And so as it's located in the solar plexus, when it's undefined, it's not anything I can permanently experience. And my undefined solar plexus is a potential for wisdom. It's not one of my reliable centers of awareness. This is still a motor. We're moving in the direction of emotional awareness, and we better learn now to deal with it. I'm saying this especially for people who are emotionally undefined like me and amplify. And for me, gate 55, for instance, is not about being spiritual in this consistent or elevated way. It's rather the opposite. It's unpredictable and it can be there, it can be accessed. And for me, it's accessible when I'm still, when I give it space. And from my history, I'm often afraid. I was afraid of emotions, of connecting with people really deeply. And I also see that it is all about that, the deep connection to others and not being afraid of opening up and letting ourselves be conditioned in the right way, in the correct way. Of course, for a projector, it's always about being recognized and recognizing the others. And spirit comes and goes. That's also something we can't grasp, we can't hold it with willpower or with our minds. I want it now. I've been chasing it in my past, and now I've seen, like, the more I let go, the more I give it space, the rather it can come, and to invite it in also from my side, and being emotionally touched by life and feeling inwardly full, and also having access to meaning of life, to music, to love, poetry. So everything, as Ioan already said, it's individual. It's not just because it's in the individual circuitry. It's for each of us, individual, and it's all about this kind. Is a special love gate, and a different way of. I have this G center defined with all the gates apart gate 13. So listening is something I have to learn. I have all the other G gates, from the vessel of love and from the vessel of from the Sphinx, apart from the past, the 13, looking back. So that's always why I thought the spirit of the higher self, because that's really me, where I can shine as a G projector. But the learning is for me now. The openness is where I guess, which is my next step, or what I'm in the process of. And I'm so looking forward to connecting in Sofia also when I come, and not being worried about being overwhelmed, but letting it happen, letting that spirit inspire me, and emotionally being there as myself. And through like just the presence and the space I can hopefully give. Allow, not give, it's allowing. And thank you very much for having me.
Wow, so beautifully said. Thank you so very much. So eloquent and so spot on. Thank you so very much, Therese. Beautiful. And Darshana, I would love to hear your take on awakening the spirit and remembering the intelligence in it all.
When I hear someone make a sentence like that, then the way that my structure is like I immediately begin parsing the sentence, going, is there intelligence in it? Or is there spirit in it? And what is spirit? And how are we reducing life and existence by placing those words on it that become then a definition that we somehow fall asleep with. So what would I be saying now? I had this thought. Thank you for all of you who have been sharing, because you have nourished me. And Ra popped up. And he had this story in I think it was in one of the cosmology or one of the gray courses, one of the courses where he went into the not so practical areas. And he said he had met this guy on Ibiza who looked at him and he said, I'm God. And Ra went, oh, okay. I don't remember what his response was, but he was, enjoying the freakiness of the guy. And the guy says, I'm God because when I die, I take all this with me. And so spirit, maybe I look that way outside, but internally I don't feel shiny. I mean, for me, in astrology, my moon is in Capricorn, and so I'm a very practical person in that sense. And yet that moon is in gate 54, line 4, the most mystical line and it's my moon, which is my driving focus, which is enlightenment and darkenment. And so for me, it's like when I sparkle, or when I am connecting to the essence of presence, then it's so expansive and it's so nourishing also. But nourishing sounds so human, and it's not human in that sense. It's beyond human. It's, I woke up this morning. I couldn't sleep for some reason. And so I woke up very early, but I was sort of in that half phase of sleep. And I started remembering the closet in the room that I was a kid when I was growing up, and the house is long, long gone. And then I was thinking, did my parents ever make me stay in that closet? All of a sudden I was contemplating because I had a troublesome childhood, and I thought, well, I can't really think of that, but how amazing that I can remember that closet. Like I can remember a piece of my existing on this plane. And that to me is my spirit. Um, right now, we've got the sun in line 4. And I looked at this, one was sharing the 19, and this one triggered that one as well. 54-4 is enlightenment and darkenment. It's a fourth line. Fourth lines are the network, but it's also burnout. It's also, don't give me too much people, but don't take them away from me. And here's this line right now. It's in exaltation. It says, transformation. And this is then like a little thank you to you, Jim, for what you said in talking about the mystical way. Transformation, that is transcendence to a higher code. I could just cry saying that. Touches the maintaining of behavioral patterns until the right moment and the opportunity for transformation. The opportunity for the right moment. And so here we have, each of us, but Darshana with her Capricorn moon sort of like, oh, come on, you guys, we don't have to smile all the time. And that's just who I am because I'm splenic. I only have root spleen defined. I'm existential. I'm watching these things. So where is the spirit? Where is the cup half full or half empty? Who cares? As long as it's that same amount there. When I die, I take all this with me. So I'm here to really be this. And there's the spirit. Raul once said to me, I asked him a question about something. Who cares what the question was? I don't remember. But he says, it's about awakening every millisecond as yourself. That's love. That's like, okay, I got another parking ticket this morning. It's the same place for the same reason. I was so stupid. I was furious with myself. And I thought, and my husband's like, and I go, don't talk because I'm being mad now. And I thought, I could never do that when I was young. I'd probably get beat or something. But I was very hindering of myself from being myself. And now there's the spirit. There's the fullness. There's the joy. That's what we're doing here. So are you beginning to go,
I am so enthralled in everything that you're saying. It is really, thank you so much, Darshana. It is just, uh, I just love the connections that you're making, and as each of you have spoken, like the different takes on spirit, I think is just so beautiful because then together we all see a different aspect of what spirit is all about, and we bring it all together, and then we take it all with us, which I think is so incredibly beautiful. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
and that I'll just tag.
Yes, please.
As a
please.
projector would. Ra also said the whole, I think I said this one of the other times together. People are saying, what's my purpose and what's the point and what's all this? And he goes, the point is to be and explore what this is because you're going to take it all with you when you go. So it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It doesn't matter how anyone else finds their way. Because once you found your way and share your way, because another rock saying is, I'm here to commune with others. I commune, and when I do that, I'm living my spirit. I'm doing it. Okay.
I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Darshana. And yes, Lucretia, I see that you have your hand up. I would love for you to add, and anyone else who has any questions or would like to add to the conversation, here's an opportunity if you want to either raise your hand or if you want to put something in the ask a question in the chat or share something in the chat as well. Please feel free to do so. So yes, Lucretia.
I was thinking and contemplating a lot this topic for myself. What is spirit for me when it is awakened, when it is asleep or low or in scarcity? And I look back at my life and I saw myself being mostly in the spirit of the warrior, like to have this big, sometimes stupid courage to, to just go ahead and do what is necessary, what is good, what is true, what is correct, even though it may be uncomfortable or it takes a lot of effort, or I have to leave all comfort and go totally in the like 100% in the unknown and be uncomfortable. So yeah, this takes a lot of courage and I guess a lot of spirit. Yeah, sometimes we need the spirit in order to break through, to leave old skins and roles behind. Like it takes a lot of courage and just, go up and say, yeah, I just gonna do it. Whatever it takes. It reminds me also of Gate 28 and Gate 51, like really being true to your purpose and fight for it no matter what. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is spirit for me.
I love it. I love it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Lucretia. Wow, amazing. And like I said, just to hear everybody's perspective, and from all of the different views, I think, again, that's part of what the festival is all about as well, is to be able to experience these different ways of not only seeing the world, but seeing human design, seeing BG5, and then how we all interconnect and how we all work together as we are finding and discovering and living and revealing our spirit. Beautiful. Are there any questions in the chat, or is there anyone else that would feel inspired and feel invited to share your perspective on what awakening the spirit is all about? And yes, Veronica.
I got some message. Okay. Yeah, actually what I wanted to add to all these beautiful sharings, is that as we enter the cross of the sleeping phoenix, and the 55th gate, it's all about finding spirit through materialism. So yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because we kind of disconnect spirituality from the material plane, and they go hand in hand. We say healthy spirit in a healthy body and the other way around. So, and also what Ra says is that when the times get really hard and the world wakes up in a bad mood, what will save us is spirituality and having something beyond to live for, beyond, if you look at the Maslow's pyramid, beyond just the basic needs of food, shelter, and in order to self-realize yourself, spirituality and waking up the spirit is part of that. I just wanted to add this.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And yeah, the bringing spirit to the materialism. I also see it as kind of bringing heaven to earth, if you will, the return to Eden as well. Thank you so much, Veronica, for that as well. And I think, are there any questions in the chat? To see if I. So here's one. What is your perspective on how we as individuals will experience spirit after 2027 compared to now? And anyone who would like to answer that question, I'll open it up to our panel. What is your perspective on how we as individuals will experience spirit after 2027 as compared to now?
I would say collaboration. Immediately it came to my mind. Collaboration, and also I just also have BG5 and OC16 in mind, how we collaborate to our success together, to our success in correctness or correct in success. But this is for me the answer. Collaboration.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Lucretia. Anyone else want to share your perspective on how it's going to be different in 2027 versus now? And I know, Veronica, you just spoke about spirit through materialism. I think that's a big part of it as well.
I'll pop in with a little bit.
Please.
With another raw-ism. Let's see if I can remember what I was just going to say. That nothing that comes through means anything. I mean, we are this. And so this is just a new conditioning field. It's a new cycle, and yes, it's going to shift things around a lot. And we're still going to chop wood and carry water and make mistakes and smile at each other and use human design. The conditioning field may reduce the energy for certain things, and it'll enliven the energy for other things because we get conditioned, and we will be able to respond or recognize or be informed or sample into what is there. And from this, so the spirit remains. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Darshana. Fabulous. Beautiful. And are there any other questions or any other comments that anyone would like to share or add to the conversation? Or if there is anyone else on the panel interested in even deepening or saying something in a sense as a response to what anyone else has said. I would love to hear actually from Rachel, especially in being an evaluator and listening to what everyone has shared. I think it would be beautiful if you can reflect on what was said and to help us wrap everything up.
That's really kind of you. Thank you. I honestly don't have anything to say right now, but I'm just enjoying hearing everyone and, being here. It's been lovely. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Rachel. And Jim, is there anything that you would like to say as we're wrapping everything up?
Well, yes, so many beautiful things have been shared. And as you said, Karen, these different perspectives. I think this to me is something that's so important about the shared journey of being human, of being a part of this mysterious process, is that everybody has something to bring. Everybody has their own relationship with the deeper intelligence, the deeper mystery, and their own relationship with life. And every time that we're called or respond to bring that out in some way, to bring that to commune, as I think Darshana mentioned, was Ra's word, to commune with each other. We add to the total of this experience, and we allow the river to flow on. And it is that allowing, which I think allowing was one of your words right at the beginning, Rachel, that I think is part of the beauty here. And that's what we're learning to do with human design, is step beyond the language and allow the spirit to flow through us and with us. And yes, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's brought that here by listening and speaking. And yeah, thank you, Karen.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jim. And Ioan, I don't know if there's anything that you would like to say to wrap everything up.
Yeah, I don't have that much to say. Just, enjoying the spirit and, surrender. Yeah, life is crazy, beautiful sometimes sad, but surrender. That's all you can do. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Ioan. And Nathalie, is there anything you would like to say to wrap everything up?
I'm actually going to guinea pig of what Veronica just shared, because I would love to hear Jim Hans as well, like bringing some joy and spirit to this topic. If you feel like saying something, Jim, and I just Ubuntu. I love everyone, and I'm looking forward to see you in Sofia.
I love it, Jim. Would you like to share your perspective on it?
I've been very nervous every time you've been talking about the other Jim, and I've been jumping the entire time, going, "Wait, I'm supposed to sit in the back and wait and then respond," and then being emotional. I feel like I should just say maybe next time. But no, I'm here. I frankly, I think this is a very beautiful. All of you are very eloquent speakers and very knowledgeable. And I'm over here just a living your design guide and a clown at best. And I just have this vision of Nathalie and Karen meeting for the first time in Bulgaria. And what if they just can't stand being in each other's aura? Wouldn't that be weird? Wouldn't that be so weird? Like, somebody have it recorded, okay? I mean, and maybe that's just me being a Grinch. I got the Grinch line and all that. But, this is the kind of year where not a lot of party, they invite me to parties and I go, no, it probably won't work out because I'm the Grinch, and I like that. But I think the one thing more than anything that I enjoy about just allowing myself to be who I am, and not everybody's all crazy about that. I'll be honest with you. I've been, some 1-star reviews. That's all right. I can take it. But I really am happy that I get to participate here, and I know that it's 2:54 at my time, and I'm gonna stop talking before I before I run out my open throat. I really, what I really liked with Ra, I took the profile courses with Ra back in Sedona in the late 90s, and then I thought, this is BS. I don't need this. I have to go do my life. I have to go initiate being a generator. Ask me how it turned out. Not great. Not great. So skeptical at first, but it's been really great. But to love yourself and to really dig who I am. And I remember at the time he was talking about the changes in 2027. I thought, I'm going to be dead by the time that happens. That won't happen. Why? I don't even need to pay attention. Why take classes? So I'm a little behind, maybe, but I'm sitting in my wave, and I'll stop talking. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. And part of the reason I got into this is I'd see so many people online being very serious about human design and how if you're not following your strategy and authority, you're a dead person and you are not self, and there's no point in going on. And if you send me your birth data and $1,000, I can help you find your way for your own strategy and authority. But just check with me on every other thing. I mean, you know what I mean? So anyway, And then we're saying things like,
Yeah.
I'm more of a D generator actually. But anyway, they would say stuff like there's different types and whatever. It's like, hell, even I know that's not right. So that's why I came back and that's why I'm responding. And I'm going to mute myself before you guys do. Ha, I'm in control. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Jim.
We have questions from Squiggles.
From Squiggles. Yes.
Curious, how might the changes in the conditioning field affect the spirit of other beings on the planet? Is shared with like mammals, plants, insects. Anybody has an answer to that?
That is a very good question. I don't know if it does anyone on the panel have an answer to that? Yes.
So I'm not sure about the literal changes, but I kind of feel we will be more aware, or like the energy field is or whatever is already like lightening up. So little sidetrack, but I'm listening to the telepathy tapes. Very highly can recommend that. And they talk about this. They talk about the actual connection that humans have with, other species. And even that it's about non-speakers, autistic people, but also, people that are savants or whatever, they have certain abilities. So, in essence, we all do have that. And I'm just probably more hoping than knowing that this will, become more like common or yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Great answer. Thank you, Nathalie. And I think there is again kind of an awakening that we're even more aware of everything and everyone and every creature. So yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Nathalie. Beautiful. We'll go to Lucretia and then we'll wrap things up. This has been such an incredible discussion. And thank you, each and every one of you, for everything that you shared. Again, all of the different perspectives that we had. I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. I was just enthralled with what each and every one of you said. Thank you so very much. Let's go to Lucretia, and then we'll take a look at kind of wrapping it all up, both with Lucretia and Veronica.
Actually, I wanted to invite you, Karen, to share your perspective about this topic spirit from the perspective of BG5 and from the perspective of the nodes changing tomorrow morning in the 3740, which is also very spiritual strength, very spiritual channel, but also I believe it goes together with the material. So how the spiritual material go together maybe through this strength in these notes. That would be very interesting, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Lucretia. I'll do it really briefly.
Yes.
But I feel that there is going to be a whole different way that we approach business as well. I think that's going to be probably one of the major changes, because I think we've been quote unquote focused on money and riches and keeping up with the Joneses and all of the conditioning that we have around the material world. I think, as Darshana was saying so beautifully, just really connecting, and actually all of you said in one way or another, really connecting to ourselves and our own spirit, and recognizing that we are, in a sense, just kind of a side note, kind of looking at, if you look at everyone in your environment, that they're actually, in a sense, a mirror and a reflection and a piece of you, and that we're all a piece of each other. I think in working together in business, we're going to actually recognize more of the quote unquote individual spiritual connection that we have, both as an individual and when we work together, in a way where money is not the driving force. What is the driving force is being of service to others. And I think that's what the major shift is going to be as we move into 2027 regarding business, is moving away from the focus on money to moving towards how can we be of service to ourselves and then also to others. to answer that. I could go on and on and on. It's one of my favorite topics, but that I'll keep it very, very brief, brief there. So thank you so much for the question, Lucretia. And to wrap everything up, again, really a huge invitation to come join us in Sofia. And I would love to have Veronica, if you want to speak a little bit about um, uh, there's a special discount, a Christmas discount, and what people should be aware of as we are moving closer and closer to uh, to the festival.
Well, first of all, I want to invite everybody who is here to start their cameras so that we guys can see each other and really connect. And you're all welcome to join us live in Sofia or online. We have right now a special discount for Christmas and New Year. I don't know how nice-centered that is, but discounts are loved by everybody. So we thought, come on, let's give our Christmas gift to you guys. And yeah, if you would like to take part in the event as a participant, or you can support us as a volunteer, we still need more hands. It's a huge event, two events actually, the live and online, which take a lot of work. We're working around the clock, Lucretia and I, and our volunteers and speakers. So if you would like to share with your networks and with your people, we would be so grateful for you guys, because somebody might need this information right now in their lives. They might need a new direction, or they might feel confused, or they are going through hardships and hard times. And our community can be a great force to support and strengthen, and just be a safe environment where you can experiment, be yourself, be authentic, and then go out there, and it will be easier to continue this if you have the chance to experiment and practice with a loving community where you're just allowed to be yourself, to be freaky, to be strange, to be vulnerable, to be strong, to be whatever. Yeah, just to be yourself. So we would love to have you. And would you like to come?
Yes, 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 yes. I hope each and every one of you joins us in one way or another. Also, just to let you know that the prices are increasing on January 1st. So you'll want to get your tickets soon. And also, there's some other opportunities. There's a contribution entry, and there's also group passes as well. So groups of 3 or 4 or 5, really focused on the business aspect as well. And so I don't know if you want to say anything about that, either Veronica or Lucretia.
I just want to encourage everyone, if you need support, some technical support or anything, more information, anything, we're here to help. So don't be shy, ask us, and we're here for you.
Yes. And again, an incredible, incredible location. And again, also for volunteers as well. It's as Veronica just said, again, it happens through all of us working together. And so if you can volunteer, that would also be amazing.
And
So,
actually,
yeah.
sorry, just to add, we just added business group tickets. So if you're a company or a manager and you would like to come with your team or with your management team to be part of this event, we have put a lot of focus on the business perspective, the most practical part of human design. You're really welcome to join. And we have Karen Sherwood coming all the way from America live as one of the creators and the idea for the BG5 Institute, coming with Nathalie Keijzer, Lorraine Burke, and other wonderful speakers. And online, we have a completely dedicated full day on BG5 and OC16. So if you would like to join with your team, or if you know somebody who might need this information, if you feel like you're struggling in communication or really bringing out in an authentic way the value of your product, services, whatever, we can really be of help for the new times to come. And we also have created new WhatsApp chat groups. Soon we will be also on Telegram sharing more information on BG5, OC16, and human design. And we will share the links here as we wrap it up if you would like to join. So, yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting something, because there is so much we're bringing on to the table of abundance of human design. Yeah.
I also wanted
Beautiful.
to mention about Hunt Holiday, who is also coming from the other end of the world, doing the immersion 4 days, and then again traveling to the other end of the world. So yeah, if you haven't been in an immersion, that is like really an opportunity that happens here. And also, I think if you're looking uh, from the financial perspective, like to have this kind of event happening in Sofia, Bulgaria is probably the cheapest version ever. Like you have from one side the 4-star accommodation and 4-star spa facilities. Then you have the immersion with Hunt, and also the opportunity to take part in evening workshops when you're done with the immersion, because the immersion happens from 10:30 to 5, and then from 5:30 to 7 we have other workshops which you can also attend if you want, if you respond to, if you feel invited, if you have the energy, because the immersion can really immerse you very deep in some process. So but if you feel like you want to do more, you will have this opportunity. So really an amazing event happening live. We really would love to meet you in Aura, guys. Like to really hug
And
each other.
hug, celebrate,
Yes.
celebrate the Rave New Year together.
Celebrate the rave. Yeah, I'm already celebrating.
Absolutely. I would love to see it for all of you who are here online. If you can turn on your camera so we can see as many of you as possible. And we'll do a little holiday celebration, woohoo, and then we will sign off for today. So again, if you are here live and you have the opportunity to turn on your camera, we would love to see as many as many of you as possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of the community. We cannot wait to connect and see and hug you, as Veronica and Lucretia were saying, live in person, and seeing you online as well. Thank you so much to all of our guest speakers today. Really potent and beautiful. Talking about this topic. And I love what each and every one of you said. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We will sign off for today, and we'll see you all next week. So if you want to unmute yourself and say goodbye, we'll sign off and see
Thank
you
you,
next
Karen.
week. Happy
Thank you,
holidays!
guys.
Next
Bye.
Monday, we have
Chat as well.
Happy
other
holiday.
topics coming.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, everybody, for
Bye.
being here.
Thank
And
you.
thank you
Bye.
to those who are going to watch the recording later.